Everyone, welcome. What are you expecting today? Because whatever you expect, that's exactly what you're going to receive. In today's video, I want to talk about the 3 types of scripting. Why do I believe there's only 3 types of scripting? As far as I have allowed my mind to expand, this is what I have come to understand. We're talking about journaling. That's a form of scripting. Journaling, however, it's looking at what has already been manifested and writing it down. As you begin to write it down, you might feel things inside of you that maybe you wished had happened and they didn't. Now we go into what you call revision. Revision is looking back at the vision or looking back at what has been manifested, because what has been manifested was a previous vision, right? So you do revision. Your journaling of the day or what has been manifested today was a vision of yesterday. So now you do a revision. You look at what came into reality, what has manifested. It causes you to look at the root, which is thought. It brings you into awareness of what you have been thinking the day before. And now you can do revision, meaning you can flip the day and choose the opposite, or you have the choice to write an ideal or a new story. An ideal is many, many degrees removed from this present moment, meaning you can go or allow the mind to think as far as, well, if I just wanted to receive, okay, so let's say I did not receive the phone call today. The flip side of it is to receive the phone call. Well, how about if you go as far as saying, receive the phone call, and this is what I've heard, and this is what was given to me. My client decided to work with me, or my SP decided to be back together, and then maybe you can write something that maybe you met that afternoon, right? Maybe you guys went out, or maybe the client, right? You had a new client, and then that evening you looked into your bank account and you had an extra $3,000. So you can begin to write an ideal, not just flip the story, not just say, well, I received the phone call, but you can go as specific and detail as to satisfy your full desire. Okay, your ultimate desire, for example, is to have enough money to move, is to have enough money to pay the house down, is to have your SP and maybe be married to him. That would be an ideal. So you begin to write, either looking at the vision or journal, your journal, and flip the day. You do a revision, right? You flip the switch, or you flip the switch and you enter into an ideal story. Why should you wait? And who says you should wait days and weeks and months for your ideal to come? This is an opportunity to write the ideal. So this is another form of scripting. As you begin to write the ideal, here's what is happening between the mind and the hand. When you are in the present moment without fear, and you begin to write, your mind naturally goes there. Because you cannot write unless that which you see. Your mind is a subconscious mind. So as you begin to create these images in the mind, and you see this movement, what is happening as you write with the hand, and the hand is part of the subconscious mind, it is flowing from the conscious into the subconscious mind. As long as you don't put resistance, meaning don't stop to say, well, I don't know if this is going to happen. I don't know if this is difficult. This is when you have to become your truest self. Allow yourself to flow. You know, a lot of writers say, well, I have a writer's block. What he has, in fact, is resistance. That resistance is called a block. And when we talk about manifestations, we talk about blockages or negative beliefs or paradigms. And so those are fears. A writer's block is nothing but a fear or resistance. When we talk about manifestation, is nothing but resistance or fear. So when you write with the hand, allow the hand to begin to write freely. And as you write freely, you only write of that which you see. Neville talks about life is the union of mind and speech. Speech or mouth is part of the subconscious mind. Your hand is part of the subconscious mind. Your mouth is part of the subconscious mind. Your whole body is the subconscious mind. Meaning your body only takes action according to the beliefs or paradigms that are deep within the subconscious mind. So as you begin to write the story and it flows through the hand is the subconscious mind, meaning what is in the conscious mind, this activity that is happening, you know just by writing it that it's flowing, it's going through the subconscious mind. That's the purpose of scripting. It's not as simple as saying, well, yeah, just write the vision down. You know, in the spiritual textbook, it says, what do you see? Jeremiah, what do you see? Now write the vision down and make it plain. Meaning make it plain, meaning let it flow freely. Freely. With no opposition, with no restriction, with no consideration of what happened or what he said or what the bank account is saying. Because things outside of you are speaking to you on a constant basis. You look on the countertop and you say, I need to clean it. You look in your closet and it says, well, you need to clean me. You look at your job, right? And it says, well, you need to do some work here. You look at your spouse and you feel like, oh, I need to make love to them or something of that sort, right? So everything outside of you, it's as if it demands your focus and attention. Now, when you script, take all that focus and energy and bring it within you. Stop wasting it, start investing it. We're wasting energy when we look at what we have to give, because giving, right? It's not necessarily wasting, but you keep giving and giving. It's time for you to take back. It's time for you to hold back. It's time for you to love yourself. So as you begin to script, what happens is it's the union of conscious and subconscious mind. So don't underestimate the power of scripting. So now you can script, and you're only scripting of that which you see, meaning out of the storage of your heart, the mouth speaks or the hand writes. So now out of the subconscious, all these desires are coming out. So you can flip the day, or you can turn into an ideal story. Allow the heart to speak, or allow the heart to show you images, or allow the hand to write and describe what you see. So as you begin to write, your mind is constructing images and it begins to visualize. Allow yourself to be taken into that vision, because the feeling comes as you involve yourself in this vision. The feeling is that of exaltation, is that of, it lifts you up, meaning it pulls you away from this state into another state. I want you to think of a song that you are listening to, or when you sit in front of a movie in a movie theater. You sit there for 2 hours and that movie plays with such intensity that you feel pulled in, it's like it draws you in. You're part of the picture. When you leave the movie theater, you can't see in the dark. Sometimes you say, man, I can't believe it's like I've been someplace else. In reality, it takes you a little bit to come back to your own reality. The same way with this mental vision, we're supposed to stay in it as long as we have that feeling, and then it pulls us to the place of a higher place. It brings us into a higher place, or you might say another state of mind, or you might say aligned with the vision. We are aligned with the vision. The third type of scripting is affirmations. Affirmations are the essence or the conclusion of that story. So if I say to you, well, read this book and tell me the essence of it and tell me what the book is all about. Well, you would have to tell me a few short affirmations, and I should be able to put these affirmations together and know what the book is about. It's as if to say, okay, now tell me your concepts or your beliefs. Your beliefs should be, I've been there. This is what I've seen. I was there. I am a witness of that. Affirmations connect you to the vision. It gives it power. You're the operant power. So affirmations it's causing you to be faithful to this vision. To say affirmations without seeing, it's to be divided, because life is union of mind and speech or body. So to have union between the mind or a visualization and the body or the subconscious mind, so the conscious and subconscious mind, for them to become one, you must say affirmations in accordance with that which you have seen in the vision, in your imagination. To begin to affirm outside of the imagination is to work in the flesh only, without the spirit or without the energy. It's using the will without the imagination. We have 6 faculties of mind. The 2 most powerful ones are will and imagination. You can't will things into existence. You can't change matter with matter. Therefore, you can't go and tell someone, or you can't come and tell me an affirmation if you have not visualized it. So one of the things that I have done was to write down what I would have liked to happen. This is when I do revision, especially when you separate yourself or you cause a division between you and your SP. Now what you do, you go back and write the opposite or revise, but go into visualization. So because I believe visualization is very, very important, it's not a child's play. It is the union of mind and speech, and that is what you create, or that becomes life, your life. I have put together in my group, Manifest Without Money on Facebook, a time to visualize, a time to create and manifest. So for 3 times a day, we are going to go through the process of creation and manifestation in this private Facebook group. So if you're interested and if you would like to speed up your manifestations, to stay focused so you can attract, right? You stay focused on what you want so you can attract it quicker. I would encourage you to come to the Facebook group community. You can find me on Facebook, Manifest Without Money. And I hope that you can find the Facebook group. There's a few questions you have to answer, but that is to know who exactly is coming into the group and what it is you're looking for. I would encourage you to come and join me. So remember, there's only 3 types of scripting. One is journaling or talking about what was. The second one is creating an ideal story or revise the manifestation. And then we have affirmations, which are just the concepts or assumptions or the essence of the story. That is how you stay connected to your visualization. That's how you remain faithful to your vision. And when you stay faithful to your vision, even though your 5 senses are telling you it's not here, continue to assume or continue to affirm. And by continuing to affirm, you rise above your circumstances all the time. It keeps you focused, and where you put your focus, right, energy goes, and where energy goes, the manifestation keeps growing. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you for being here. And remember, every worker is worthy of his reward. And that means that this work that you are putting into yourself, especially the 3 times a day, to stay focused on what you want so that you can attract it faster. You are worthy of your manifestation. That's all you have to do. This is the only work that you have to do in order for you to attract what you want. Thank you so much for watching. With much gratitude, this is Luminita.